Well, as part of Youth Month, we're putting the spotlight on young entrepreneurs. Our business reporter, Tumisang Ndlovu, joins us now with the owner of Luso Wines. Tumisang, good afternoon to you. Tell us more about this young entrepreneur, how they're navigating through the state of our economy.
Good afternoon, Stephen. What brings joy to this particular side of a narrative when we talk about Youth Month, this particular year, we are taking that focus, as you rightfully said, on young entrepreneurs in a dynamic that the South African economy is struggling to create jobs, but at the same time, young entrepreneurs are still trying to navigate. And here I am joined by Luso Wines, talking to us about her business. Thank you so much for your time, Tsulu. Now, a young black female in a business that is contested by big giants. Talk to us about how you started.
Well, my love, obviously, for the wine industry came into play when I was mostly within the catering and events business. And what brings everything together than a good glass of wine at the end of the day? And it's exactly that. It's challenging the narrative that this industry is mainly for those top dogs, those big guys that own the wineries, that own the wine estates and the vineyards and so forth. So that drive and that passion to say young black women can also go through this market and in this industry and actually make it.
How have you found this experience? Solely because we are talking about a South African economy that is not growing. At the same time, we have a high unemployment rate, and you go straight into the challenge of entrepreneurship and in the wine business.
Funny enough, I started this during COVID time, so I had that to look at as well. But I think the fact that young black women are being taken seriously to a certain point. So when you come up with something this boldly, people stand up and listen and take note of what you're trying to achieve. And of course, the fact that you're also trying to help out the economy by creating jobs for other young people that need to be given opportunities. So when I come and say, I've got a wine brand and I need sales representatives, people take you seriously. So that in its essence gives and brings more leverage to one's business ventures.
How has Luso Wines been received then? Because you do actually explain earlier on that you are in the process of even expanding the business.
Luso Wines has been loved. It's still a very young baby, only started on the 1st of September last year. So we're not even a year old. And looking at how much we've grown in the couple of months that we've started, we're loving how people invite us and how people love to collaborate. I think one thing that has grown within black women in business is collaborations. And we are really receiving so many invites for collaborations and so many invites for people to say, bring your brand, let us show it off to people. So people are really receiving it in a very positive manner.
You are a serial entrepreneur, having followed your work, and you earlier explaining that you've been in other businesses before. The South African climate of doing business for a young black female, how have you found the challenges that need some sort of tweaking here and there to make sure that the climate is conducive?
Well, as you said, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I think it's in my DNA, to tell you the truth. And honestly, as an entrepreneur like myself, you really need to look at the climate, look at the challenges around you, and make that adjust to the type of business that you want to go into. If you don't do that, you need to be really creative in how you approach your business ventures, really creative in how you want to place your business ventures and where you need to place them. So you really need to be on top of your game in terms of what is happening within your environment, within your community, within the areas that you want to target.
A positive spin to young entrepreneurs in South Africa, feeding into what would be called a job creation in an environment where unemployment as a rate in South Africa continues to grow, Stephen.
Very much indeed. So much to look at there, and of course more of a focus on that as we head towards Youth Day on Thursday and through Youth Month.